Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Steven, the Jupiterian here, and I'm going to be doing a video all about what is a solar return. And that is when the sun returns every year to the exact same degree and same sign it was at when you were born. Although there are some differences to a solar return where your ascendant will be different each birth um, each year. Doesn't have to fall on your birthday. It could be a day after, or it could be a day before your birthday. And I will show you an example using my chart for 2026. And there's 6 steps to identify the solar return. And the first step is to locate or identify the solar return first house and the sign it falls on. And I'll share that with you as well. Note what the first house solar return sign is and its relationship to your natal chart. And I'll show you that as well. The second step, find where this solar return ascendant falls in your natal chart. This will be a secondary focus to your solar return year and age. And I'll share an example from my chart. Check to see if there are any planets that fall in the angular houses, the first, the fourth, the seventh, or the 10th house of your solar return. And this will also indicate themes of what the year will mean by the meanings of the planets in those houses and the sign. Note any aspects to other planets in the solar return chart from these first house planets. And also the other angular houses, first 1, 4, 7, and 10, and make interpretations by sign and house and planetary dignity. I'll show you that as well in my chart. Step 4, what is the Lord, or who is the Lord of your solar return chart? The solar return, the Lord of your solar return is the planet that rules your solar return ascendant. And find out note where your solar return Lord sits in your solar return house and sign, and if it has any essential dignity. And I did a video on essential dignity before I did this video. I'll add that tack that onto this video as well. And then note any aspects that the solar return Lord makes to other planets or angles, such as the midheaven, the ascendant, the descendant, and the IC. Note the condition of the natal planet of that solar return Lord of the Year. Step 5, simply read the solar return chart as if it was a natal chart. Look for any stelliums of planets that are in dignity or out of dignity, squares and trines between planets. Read your chart, this chart as a standalone story. And step 6, well, first house of the solar return chart represents the first month of the birthday. So if you're born, say, February, and your first house is in Leo, well, it's not that Leo will take, you don't have to wait until Leo season for your first house to kick in, because the first house represents your first month of birth. So Leo rising will be February. The second house will be Virgo. So that'll be the second month, March, and so on. Planets in these houses also give thematic elements to these months. The signs that the solar return Lord rules will be important months as well. And then step 6.2, when you're reading from the solar return from your sun, this will be called Perfecting from the Sun. This tool tends to be most important about purpose and your career events in the year ahead. The house where the sun sits represents the first month of your solar return age. So, say if your sun is in the 7th house in Aquarius, since Leo is rising, you start with the sun in the 7th house, and then 7th house will be your purpose and career. If you have any other planets there with the 7th house in the with the sun in the 7th house, there will be very important. The second house from the sun will be Pisces, which will be the second month. The third house from the sun, the third month. Fourth house from the sun, and so on. As with perfecting from the ascendant, the signs of the solar return Lord rules will be important months as well. Now, I'm going to share with you my natal chart. And I'm going to share it with you in 3 different things. Actually, I'm going to share how I found it in astro.com. So we have that here. The solar return for 2026. I have Leo rising. So as I said, Leo rules the sun, and my sun is in Pisces in the 8th house. So this will be March then, right? Yep. Actually, I'm going to share with you another chart. I'm going to start. So here's the solar return chart for 2026 to 2027. Starting on March 1st. My birthday is actually March 2nd, as it shows here. March 2nd, 1970. I was born in Manhasset, New York. So yeah, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to go back to chart selection. And then I'll share with you natal and solar return chart. And here we are. My natal chart is here. And the green signs are where the solar return chart. Sorry about that. Gotta close that. Damn it. All right, let's go back to extended chart selection. Go to chart type. Go to natal chart and solar return. Solar return, natal and solar return chart. And then show that. And I'm gonna stop. Is it are you seeing this? Yes, I am sharing this, right? Let me just stop the share once more and open it again, just because I want to make sure that I'm sharing the right chart. There we go. All right, so let me just get rid of these ads. And now my natal chart is here. Sagittarius rising. Actually, this is the wrong year. This is for this year, 2025. Okay, well, you can type in 2026, March. Actually, I'm going to do this for, see if it gives me February 2026. See what happens. Actually, hey, there you go. Yep. It's very intuitive. So 2026, on March 1st, I will have my solar return where the ascendant and the moon and the ascendant here are falling in my ninth house of higher learning, book publishing, um, higher education, spirituality, religion, philosophy. And it's actually making a trine by sign to my moon. I'm gonna stop this share. I'm going to share with you another one here from Astro. Actually, I'm gonna share. Hold on. Let's see. What are we looking at here? This one is from, yes, AstroSeek. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, astro-seek.com, where we have this. Yeah. Here is my solar return chart. Where we have the ascendant and the moon up here in the ninth house. In my natal ninth house. The sun returned here. So I see, yep, the sun is returned to 11 degrees 17 minutes. And since we start here, this is the first house. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the sun goes into my eighth house. Where you can see this is the eighth house, the descendant, and then the eighth, ninth will be my fourth house. My fifth house will be the ninth house, where I have all these planets. So, yeah, March will be a very important month with the moon here. Then we have April, May, June, July, August, September. We have Pluto here. That's an interesting one. But, hey, actually, we'll see. We could try to see. Pluto will bring some upheaval and in September. October will definitely be an interesting month. We have the Sun, Mercury, and Venus here. Well, Mars. Actually, we also have Mars in this seventh house at 29 degrees. Yeah, Mars at 29 degrees in Aquarius. And then we have the North Node, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus in the eighth house. And then you have the ninth house, Neptune, Saturn in Aries. And then we have Uranus in the 10th, 10th house. 11, 12th house. We have Jupiter in the 12th house, where I have it natally, actually. And they're a trine by sign. Where my helmsman, Jupiter rising, Sagittarius rising. Jupiter is the ruler of my chart. It'll be in my 12th house of my solar return chart. And it's also in the 12th house of my natal chart. In Sagittarius, Scorpio, fellow water sign. Interesting, huh? But actually, the sun is going to be ruling my solar return, and that's in the eighth house of the occult, other people's money, mysterious things. Actually, also astrology is eighth house matters. So yeah, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So the month of October will be very prominent month for me this in 2026. And actually, since the moon is in Leo and the sun, all these planets are in the eighth house. They're also an aversion to my first solar return first house. I'm going to share with you what that looks like next. Just the solar return chart alone. I'm going to share that using my Astro Gold software. It's much easier to change so you can see my chart. Yes, so you can see my chart, the inner wheel, my natal chart, And then the outer wheel is the solar return. So if I just flip that and share that, here's my natal chart. There's my solar return chart alone, the standalone chart. Leo rising, ruled by the sun. And actually, since the sun is in the eighth house, well, my sun is an aversion to my natal first house, which isn't bad. That's not terrible. We have the moon here, though, in the first house. So the month of March, may be very emotional. Have to deal with my mom issue, mother, my mom, the moon, my body, my identity, and my body, possibly in the month of March. So I'm starting to take care of myself right now. In 3 months' time, March is coming along. We're in December already. And Mars is opposing my my ascendant. Since my identity solar return is ruled by the sun and from Leo, and Mars opposing me. Mars is opposing the moon and the ascendant. Oh, yeah. And then we have Mercury. Well, we don't have to worry about Mercury retrograde here, even though it's in the eighth house and it's Mercury. It's not really a planet that rules me this year, although it is making an opposite. No, well, it is making an opposition to the sun. But hey, I was born with Mercury, you're the south node opposite my sun, because the north node conjuncts my natal sun in my natal chart. So reading this as a standalone thing. So the MC is in Taurus with Uranus. Some breakthroughs, maybe some in my career. Since we have Mars making a square to Uranus. So this will be the March Leo rising. April, May, June, July, August. Not much happening in these houses. Maybe something, letting go of something here, releasing some my voice could go. Who knows? Actually, my money could have something to do with money in April. May, not much, although it's ruled by Venus. June, by Scorpio, ruled by Mars. And then July, ruled by Jupiter. This is August. Saturn. September. We have Pluto and Mars themes here. And then November. December. Saturn and Neptune. December, January, and February. So yeah. November, then December, not much, and then February, Jupiter, 2027. Interesting, huh? January 2027. We'll have some Jupiterian blessings coming in. So yeah, some upheaval in November. Oh wait, no, December, February. Some upheaval changes in career in December. And some maybe some Neptune and Saturn things happening this month of November. So I'm going to stop my share, and that's how to read a solar return or solar return chart. And so yeah, actually, my solar return will land in my ninth house as I showed, and so yeah, actually, I'll share the essential dignity. Oh, wait a minute, is there anything in the sun isn't in doesn't have any dignity in my chart since it's Pisces. Pisces is doesn't have it's not in its rulership, it's not domicile, it's not uh it doesn't have any debility or dignity. Although actually let's have some fun with this and look at that again. Maybe it does. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Nope. Okay. Um, essential dignity. Oh, actually, the moon has. Um, um, no. So the sun doesn't have any. Has like is doesn't have any dignity at all. And I'm gonna stop my share. I'm gonna share this chart. This what I'm looking at for you. So this is the essential dignity card. Sure. So yeah, this has the moon, where it's in mutual reception with Mars. So it gives it a score of 1. The Sun in Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Mars has triplicity. Jupiter also has term and face. Mercury is in detriment in Pisces and in fall in Pisces, because we do see that Mercury has a score of -14. So then we have Venus is exalted in Pisces. We have a dignity score of 4. Mars has some dignity. Mars has dignity by term and mutual reception with the moon. Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, so he has. So my helmsman is the only one that has some dignity here. And then we have Saturn, which is in Aries, and Mars in Aquarius. with their mutual reception. Saturn is in fall in Aries, and then we'll just ignore these because Uranus doesn't really, Neptune, Pluto, and these don't. Yeah. So we go to the first seven planets: Moon, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, and stop there. So that's the Dignity score. This is using AstroGold software, where you can only see that. And so that's my solar return for 2026. Should be an interesting year. We'll see. Can you make any predictions? So yeah, let's put them in the comments below. Uh, Subscribe if you're to my channel if you're new here, and give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. All right. Thanks for watching. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian, and I do astrology and tarot stuff. Some numerology as well. And I create talismans specifically for you. They're all in my website. I will have that linked below as well. All right, so take care. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.